Welcome back to McGovern Tovern, and in today's video we're going to be going over the top 10 most emotional Rolling Sky levels. And starting here at number 10, we have Ignite. The 4-star level, the original version of it, with a easy difficulty of 4.4 and then a perfect way difficulty of 5.1. So what makes a level emotional, would you ask? Well, it makes you feel something. These levels aren't all sad, but they rather just provoke the most emotion out of any level and give you the biggest vibe. They're emotional. That's what emotional means. And Ignite, the original level, well, hits the list here at number 10. Now the recent one would also probably be in this list, but I'm only including the original Ignite. And one of the main reasons why this level is so emotional is, of course, the soundtrack. Just a crazy good song with an absolute, really good environment and a vibe to it. But also the fact that this level was removed for a while and was one of the most loved levels due to its removal, and ever since then it's kind of hit different because the fact that not only does it have an incredible vibe of the soundtrack, but it got removed, so yeah. Ignite is just one of those very vibey levels. Always a little bit sad, a little bit down in the dumps, and with its darker laser themes, you can definitely kind of see why it would make this list here. Yeah, this soundtrack's just phenomenal. Really Alan Walker, and that's why I got taken down, I believe, to copyright issues originally. And the new one's great too, but this original one, yeah, Ignite, very emotional, just towards a vibe, and the fact that it got removed. And yes, coming in here at number 9, it's everybody's favorite level. The probably most acclaimed level in Rolling Sky history is Neon, coming in at 5.9 stars easy, and the perfect way 6.2 stars. Now Neon is just absolutely incredible. Not a sad level at all, it's actually pretty triumphant, I would say. But man, this level, just the soundtrack's beautiful. It really is. Goes through its different phases, begins very build-up-y, and then it gets to the sad part, and then it comes back as, again, just a triumph. This level's incredible, obviously, but the way that it changes themes so quickly, kind of like flashing lights, and the way that everything just kind of combines into this one, finale seeming thing of one of the hardest levels in the game's history at the time, it's absolutely just perfect. The part where it slows down here with this melody is just absolutely incredible, and as it begins to build up again, the emotion is definitely there. The level has an absolute vibe, it really does, and its atmosphere is there, and different emotions that it feels change throughout the level. It's definitely a top 5 level in the game's entire history. Probably number 1 if you combine everybody's answers for the best, but then the ending here, the triumph, again, as I keep saying, you're just really good. Some insanely hard crowns all here back to back at the end. This level is just so many emotions in one, and definitely would be a good finale to the game if there ever was one. Or one of the finales. It'd be close to the finale here. It's a 10 out of 10 level for sure though. And definitely one of the most emotional. And next up, coming in 8th place, we have, of course, E-Labyrinth. And, this level is iconic. Comes in at a 5.8 easy way and a 6.0 perfect way. Not much of a variety there, but that's because there's no crowns, just gems, and all of them are pretty similar to the main path. Yeah, this level is on here for just main reasons, nostalgia and the epic soundtrack. Come on, the soundtrack goes hard, but it's also beautiful at the same time, and its breakdowns at the end and in the middle just really amplify the emotion. The dark themes, the way that it's laid out like a labyrinth marble board hits, all really good. The breakdown here, the high pitch, and then it comes back and it just goes hard. It's another epic level, and I feel like a lot of these 5-6 star levels are considered epic. matching their difficulty. Obviously, look at this. Great up. That's incredible. Love the lasers as well. Yeah, man. Soundtrack continues, and man, just like as that epicness enters, you get the main melody again, and just overall, it's a beautiful level. Definitely epic, definitely a vibe, and it's probably, again, like based off everybody's review of it, a top 5 level the game has ever done. Arguably the best soundtrack the game has ever seen. Not my favorite, but it's a great soundtrack nevertheless. And now, coming at number 7, we go from 2 of the most absolutely loved and acclaimed levels to one of the worst levels in the game's history, not in my opinion, but overall. It's Lost City, the 7th most emotional level. Around a 4.8 easy way and a 5.2 perfect way. This level has become, known for its random gem placements and ever-changing, systems to go. Path. And, well, I can definitely see why it's hit for that. But come on, in terms of atmosphere and emotionalness, yeah, this is one of the most emotional levels. The soundtrack is very just kind of haunting, and those vocal chops that come in sound incredible, and they just kind of add to the vibe to it. You truly feel lost in this level, like it is a lost city. Even if gameplay-wise this is one of the most hated levels, the soundtrack is pretty good, but the vocal chops that are included in here, they just sound like a lost ghost or something. And the aspects of the dark themes and the city themes are really, really good. The vocal chops are just, again, truly haunting and really add to the atmosphere. It's a very atmospheric track, the soundtrack is, and the level itself has an atmosphere that feels lost, like a lost city. It's one of the most emotional levels, despite not being even close to one of the best levels. It's gotta be on here. In number 6, we had Anniversary. I believe this was for the 3rd birthday of Rolling Sky. Not really sure, but this one comes in as a 3.7 easy way, and really much harder, 5.5, the perfect way. That's due to how many different paths it has for gems and all the mystery boxes. Anniversary is nostalgic. I mean, that's what it's meant to be, right? An anniversary. The soundtrack is beautiful. It really is. It's catchy and just really gives a nostalgic feeling, but also a bright, hopeful feeling. If that enough makes this stuff emotional. Yeah, this has always been one of my favorite soundtracks, like in my top 5 probably. Sounds great, and the entire level just... Obviously right here we get to the birthday part, that's right. Yeah, the birthday part, it's great. Yeah, just a nostalgic level. An anniversary, obviously, I believe the first anniversary level Rolling Sky ever did. And it's one of the best as well. Great level. It's emotional, it's nostalgic, it's hopeful, and it's one of the best levels, for sure. I mean, gotta love its different sections as well. Great themes, definitely deserves to be here. Almost top 5 as well. And at number 5 here we have the most recent level on this list, unless we're counting number 1, which we'll get to. It's gonna be Nirvana, another birthday or anniversary level, whatever you want to say. Comes in at a 6.5 easy way and a 7.1 the perfect way. This is one of the most challenging levels in terms of gameplay and in terms of how much is going on. But yeah, I mean, Nirvana, again, when it's an anniversary level, of course, is gonna have to be emotional. The soundtrack is well calming at points, but then it gets more aggressive later on and more just kind of in your face. It's a really good soundtrack. I love this one. As you guys know, I've been a big criticizer of recent Rolling Sky ever since, Cheetah Mobile had the ad fraud thing and they came back and started pumping out levels. But this one feels really good. The gameplay is incredible. The reason this thing has an atmosphere is again a nostalgic and hopeful feeling, but also one of unity and one of, well, Nirvana. Absolute atmosphere in the level, and the great theme shifts really represent kind of the shift in emotion as it goes on. A lot of different feelings in it. I'm watching this level right now. I mean, the gameplay is insane here. And of course the epic ending. I mean, talk about how, the levels are peaceful, hopeful, an anniversary, nostalgic level, about achieving Nirvana, maybe even you could say. The end here is, well, emotional to say the least. It looks like what would be the boss fight of a level. I mean, look at the ball avatar, like, this is emotional as we crack the top 5. Okay, I promise, this is the last anniversary or birthday level on this video and on the list. Coming in at number 4, we have, well, the 4th anniversary from Rolling Sky, coming in at a 6.8 easy way and 7.1 perfect way. I know in my old video I said World Cup was the hardest, but this is currently my pick for the hardest level Rolling Sky has ever done. World Cup's probably second. Well, this level, I mean, the soundtrack's incredible. It is a mashup of many different levels. Theme songs, soundtracks, tracks, whatever you want to say, but, yeah, it's so good. I mean, the constant changes of themes, the birthday, the fact that it's an anniversary, again, just will always add to the nostalgia factor of it, will add to the emotion of it, and that's what today's video is about. The gameplay is incredibly hard, which gives some emotion with it, as I'm sure some people trying to build this have gotten in tears or rage quit trying to get this thing. Or maybe even cry if it took you like 8 years to beat it, like it did for quite a lot of people. But yeah, the soundtrack mashes of at least 3 different other soundtracks from other levels, and all are some of the most emotional by themselves. And then this part, the desert theme, which is my favorite level in the game, is probably the biggest difficulty spike we've ever seen. It is absolutely emotional. You can just, the soundtrack's, getting more aggressive. And it's an incredible finale to the anniversary level. What an absolutely emotional ending. And at number 3, we've got a little bit of a surprising one. The 1-star level, one of the easiest levels in the game, we have Illusion. A 1.5 easy way and a 1.7 perfect way. This level is simple, but its entire thing, well, feels like an illusion. An emotional soundtrack and kind of just a level that is an absolute vibe. I feel like that alone just kind of makes it, very high on this list. The soundtrack is, vibe, it's atmospheric, it kind of is a bit sad, but also at the same time, towards the end, it gets, happy and hopeful. I don't really know what it is, but the mix of the soundtrack, the themes, and the title, what this level is, an illusion, possibly, is all really, really good. It's definitely one of the best early 1-star levels, and just overall, it's really great atmosphere. And the second most emotional Rolling Sky level, at number 2, we have Monody. A 3.2 easy way and a 4.4 perfect way. This is the original version of Monody, not the, second version that they made recently, but the AB version. Of course, it's the infamous The Fat Rat soundtrack, and it's a really just great song. Wait, the soundtrack alone puts it onto this top, 10, probably even top 5 of the list. But overall, this epic white theme into the forest theme, it really, really works. It really works, and I think they're two of the most, epic sort of themes in a way. The soundtrack, it's heavy parts, and it's, melodies, all that comes together so well. It's just a really epic and triumphant level. It's definitely, again, out of, the best levels, according to everybody, it's probably a top 10 level in the game's history. Yeah, everything about it, it just feels like an epic thing. One of the best soundtracks by the Fat Rat. Let's hope that we do not get copyrighted here today. But yeah, the soundtrack alone puts it here. It's epic, it's triumphant, and great Apple II. Gameplay's incredible on this one. That's all I gotta say. It's one of the best levels, and by far one of the most emotional, just solely because of the soundtrack, and also the themes, But it's not number 1. Win a level. And at number 1, the most emotional Rolling Sky level it has to be the original Forest. What a level. Maybe the best level in the entire game's history, but of course the fact that this was one of the most loved levels and that it got removed is a big factor on this, but at least now it's back. All the themes here, the night themes, of course the forest themes, all of them are just really epic. The soundtrack, with its multiple phases, how some parts it's hopeful, some points it's just kind of epic and nostalgic. This level goes through many different phases, and all of which definitely are emotional. It's just such a good level. It's such a good level. It's gotta be one of the best in the game's history. The gameplay, everything about it. 3.3 stars, easy way. 3.8 perfect. I don't know if I already said that, but yeah. And this part right here, what an epic part. The forest theme comes back. The soundtrack is absolutely beautiful, epic. One of the best in the game. And it's just gotta be. It's gotta be number 1. And then the ending here. Oh my gosh. Definitely what I would say is the most emotional level in the game's history. That's Forest.